Let's move forward to the second session of the day. I now request Lavanya Reddy ma'am from AIML department to
Hello,
kindly introduce
ma'am.
our speaker for the second session.
Good evening, everyone. It is a great honor and privilege to introduce our esteemed speaker, Ms. Himabindu VEJELLA. She is a security evangelist, global speaker, author, and head of engineering at Lloyds Technology Center with over 23 years of rich experience in the IT industry. She is the core member of CyberSci, a global community-driven initiative that empowers, motivates, and mentors professionals in cybersecurity, cyber law, and cyber psychology. Ms. Himabindu has inspired and motivated countless professionals at various global events and universities on security and psychology, ranging from virtual to real platforms. She was recognized as the Lady Legend in 2018 and has been an international Microsoft MVP awardee multiple times for her outstanding voluntary contributions to technology. She has also won hackathons organized by NASCOM and IC in 2018. Her contributions extend further as a core member of the Data Security Council of India, an author at PC Quest and Simple Talk. She was a participant in the Windows 8 AppFest Hackathon, an event that achieved a Guinness World Record. In addition, she serves as a mentor at the Executive Women's Forum International Cybersecurity Mentorship Program. Her passion for empowering communities, advancing women in computing, and strengthening cybersecurity awareness in is truly inspiring. We are indeed privileged to have her with us today. Let us warmly welcome our distinguished guest, Ms. Himabindu VEJELLA.
Thank you, Lavanya ma'am. We are privileged to have Ms. Himabindu ma'am today from Lloyds Technology Center, who will be guiding us through the second session on cybersecurity real-time use cases. Over to you, Himabindu ma'am.
Thank you, Lavanya ma'am, and for your kind words. It's a really nice introduction that you have created. Thank you so much. And it's indeed a privilege to be part of this passionate learning group. Though it is night 7:47, that but people are really passionate and everybody is online. It's good to hear. Hope I'll reach the expectations. So without much ado, can we get the PPT on screen, please? Today we are going to understand what is cybersecurity and the real-time use cases, and also the tips and tricks, like what we need to do, how do we protect ourselves, how do we help ourselves from a digital safety perspective. For example, if you are going out, what we'll do when we are going out? Will we open the door when no one is at home? What we'll do? We'll lock the door, right? Similarly, nowadays we are using laptops, desktops, mobiles especially, right? So the digital safety in every domain is one of the fundamental need for everyone, right from the child and students, women, everyone, even senior citizens. So in the circle of human life, digital safety is very, very important for us. And I want to put this disclaimer. I'm doing this session for my passion and interest. The views and opinions expressed are my personal and don't reflect my employer opinions. And this is for the community contribution. So just a disclaimer to be on safe side. Next slide. So as I mentioned, right, what is cybersecurity, real use cases, and the best practices and tips and tricks. So these are the this is the agenda for today's session, and these are at the end of the session you will be able to go with complete takeaways of, okay, I need to do this, I should not be doing this. Next slide. Okay, so can anyone tell me what is cybersecurity? You can unmute yourself and you can tell.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
it is a process of protecting or saving, securing ourselves when we are connected over the internet.
Okay, so basically when you connected, yeah, you are right. when we connected over internet, data travels via network. So it's very important that our data is secured, safe, especially our financial data, our PII data, that is personal identity information, like our last name, uh, first name, mother maiden name, and our phone number, date of birth. These are very, very important information that we should not be sharing to anyone. We go to a supermarket, we go to a movie, then they give a form to fill, and we fill it, and we get like 100 calls the very next minute. We ourselves unknowingly give our data, and then we get ourselves into trouble. And coming back to my question, what is cybersecurity? It is a practice of protecting electronic data, networks, computer systems, and other confidential information. Anything that is digital, protecting is related to the cyber security. So when comes to a cyber security, I categorize it into three levels. One is at the personal level, because everything comes from us, right? First at home. So personal level, to safeguard my identity, my data, my computer, my devices. So it is very important um, as a responsible citizen to protect our own identity. And the second is the corporate security. That is, you are working for a college or university to protect the organization's reputation, organization's data, students' data, your own teachers' data. You have the history of data, their records, and their certificates and all. So it is very important that you protect the data. If it is for a corporate, it is, for me, it is very important to protect organization's reputation, my customer data, and my employee data, etc. And at the national level, national security, all of us, it's very much important to protect our nation and well-being of the citizen. For example, there are terroristic attacks. There are a lot of confidential data that is getting leaked, and many tools helped in safeguarding the nation, because data is one of the critical source of information, and it's very important for us to safeguard that. And so here the content and data need to be protected from cyber attackers. And these cyber attacks, uh, the fundamental goal of the attacker is to exploit business processes, extort money from the user, or steal or destroy sensitive information and get money from the other person, right? So it's very important. Next slide. Very important. It's not only gaining the money, but it's very important to safeguard it and also invest it wisely, right? And when we talk about the cyber security, right, we have law. It's like ocean. Each wing is ocean. I've taken this slide from internet, but I really like this slide because it gives a detailed understanding of the different wings of cybersecurity. So we have governance, risk, and compliance, which we call as GRC. So our regulatory compliance standards, acts, all these comes into here. Even legal. Every country has different compliance and regulatory requirements. For example, Europe has GDPR, and even the universities, they need to be compliant with their auditings. Then we have incident response, which is IR, for our data backup recovery, disaster recovery, business continuity, normalization. If any incident happened, we do the postmortem, how that incident occurred, why it is occurred, when it is occurred. All these things will come under incident response team. And here we have SOC, Security Operations Center, NOC, Network Operations Center, and L1, L2, L3 support. So it's like a big team where the corporate cyber security team will take care of this. And then we have firmware security, which is kind of hardware security, where if something happened for the hardware, where we apply the patches and uh, uh, protect the information from the attacks. And we have application security. For example, we have Windows applications, web application, so many applications we are installed in mobile, but are they really secured? What is our privacy at? Is it not at stake? Because every application we install, we check that I agree to terms and conditions, and it gives access to our contacts, our data, and also our pictures, so which is not at all safe. So we need to be very cautious whatever we've installed from internet, and any links we click, we should not be doing that, because clicking any links is the last thing that we need to do. And we have OS security. So we have Android, Linux, iOS. So taking care of the security of the operating systems is very much important. And we have database security. Any applications we need database, it's very important because it is very important to safeguard the databases, because all the data and information sits in the database. Then cloud security. So nowadays, I had cloud, and nowadays everything we are deploying on cloud for the cost saving, which is really good. But how about the security? Are we taking real-time measures for the safety and security of the applications, data, and information? And network security, we have here IDS, IPS, data loss and preventions, firewalls across the network, antivirus, load balancers, proxy servers, and it's very interesting concept. Network security itself is an ocean. And we have SIEM, security operation centers, and SOCs. Any incident comes, uh, we respond with L1 or L2 support. Then we have ERP security, malware analysis. Any malware attacks happens, we analyze, and also we do static analysis and also dynamic analysis, and then we generate a report. And now we have IoT devices at home. We have a smart water filters, smart TVs, and everything is smart fans. But uh, every IoT device we get to the home, really our security at stake. So are we safeguarding our data? We are giving our data to public. We need to think, is it right? Then we have cryptography, hashing and encryption and encoding. And we have mobile security. This is one of the fundamental thing, because nowadays I see even 5-year boy is using mobile, and even kids of a lesser age, if we take away mobile from them, they are crying, right? So it's very important that we need to ensure that kids are not getting addicted to mobile. Then we have digital forensics, which is one of my favorite security wing. um, so digital forensics is interesting concept. uh, it is identification of what needs to be investigated, and collection of information, like preserving, extracting by following a legal methodology, and analyzing the extracting information, and presenting this information, reporting and documenting this to present in court of law. So this entire study of this is called digital forensics. So identification, collection, analysis, documentation, presentation. So these are the life cycle of the forensics. So when will forensics come into picture? It's a reactive security. That means once an incident happened, an attacker has done something, then digital forensics comes into picture. Like then it's like a postmortem of the incident, and creating a digital evidence, like why it has happened, how it has happened, with proofs, and in a legally acceptable methodology. Next slide. So in digital forensics, I just want you all to understand this a term called chain of custody. So when any incident happen, nowadays any incident, right, whether it is a murder or theft or anything, the conversations are digital. because there are WhatsApp conversations, there are social media, there are phone calls. So using all these, we can create an evidence, and a lot of cases we crack. So how this happens is the chronological documentation of electronic evidence will be taken place, and the collection sequence of control, transfer, and analysis of the events, like why the incident happened, how it has happened, when it is occurred, the date and time of collection is important. And when this case is transferred to some other person, then all this data has to be transferred, and the originality should not be missed. The tools used to collect, what are the tools used to collect the evidence, and what are the uh, actors and entities in that evidence, the purpose of the transfer, and activity relating to the seizure, examination, storage, transfer of digital evidence. All this will be well documented in detail and will be preserved and available for review for the legal, to present at court of law. This is called chain of custody. And when we talk about cyber security, it is very important that we understand about our OSI layer. Everybody, I think everybody is aware of it, right? Application layer, presentation layer, session, transport, network, data link, physical. So this is very, very important we understand in cyber security. Just to recollect, I think everybody is aware of this. You could have taught all the students, just to recollect the layers and how the information flows and how the data travels, right? And coming to how, next slide, coming to how cyber criminals work. Do we all know hackers make 1.5 millions per day? They're very, very smart, and they think 500 times smarter than us. They're very imaginative when they're trying to trick us into giving them money. They don't just steal our money, they could also steal our identity and ruin our life. So it's very important to safeguard our own data and information. And one of the thing that recently it has become more popular was the medical, especially post COVID, and medical costs, as medical costs become so expensive, and medical identity theft is also on a rise. uh, Sorry, I'm not trying to scare anyone here, but it's very important for us to being aware of what's happening, so that we can safeguard our family, our organization that we work, our students, and ourselves. Because the identity, they can steal your medical insurance and use the medical benefits for themselves. And there are cases happened when they actually got the need and they were shocked that the medical procedures and on your records, but somebody else is claiming the benefits. So we need to be careful to safeguard these insurance documents carefully. And credit card theft, identity theft for ITR returns. People claimed somebody else ITR returns and they claimed their return refunds. So we have to be careful on giving our PAN information, or don't share your credit card PIN number or credit cards to anyone. We never know, that person might be sharing to somebody and that person might be misusing it. We never know. And hackers continuously seek new and terrifying methods to gain access to colleges, organizations. They keep on sending emails to everyone. There is something detected there, threatening everyone, right? So we have to be cautious in having necessary tools and virus checks, and also gaining, I mean, firewalls and all that. Even students, when they get their USBs and all to college, we need to be careful, because one of the college, this happened, like one of the student, they got the USB and they put it in one of the desktop, and then it got virus, and suddenly the entire college network got crashed, and for 1 week they couldn't access the systems and their data, everything. and somebody has to come, expert has to come and fix this. So we have to be very careful. Even though they have put something, we have to have them all antivirus check and necessary tools installed to detect that. And nowadays social engineering attacks are quite common, and with social media our confidentiality is at risk, right? Because before going to any event, we take a selfie, we put it on WhatsApp status, Instagram, Facebook. It's a today's trend, right? And you yourself is giving the information where you are going with all the details. So we never know who is stacking at us, who is spying at us, right? Especially women. So we have to be careful on what we post on social media as well. So all these loopholes, hackers will be observing to hack our systems. And there are also ransomware attacks that have happened to institutions. People has demanded huge money to get the students' data, information, their mark sheets, and everything back. Next. And this is one day I got this WhatsApp message from unknown number. So I thought I can share this to everyone. I put this in the PPT. Like me, many of you could have got maybe KYC or a different thing, right? So my name is Rana Pratap Singh. I'm from Amitabh Bachchan, KYC with Amitabh photo and all. So they are using Amitabh's reputation and identity here with Sony TV, India, Indian logos and all, right? Lot of logos, they put Indian flag, patriotism. So people look at this, India flag is there, national emblem is there, Amitabh, Sony. Nobody will think that this is fraud. Everybody think, oh, I got lucky draw, so I have to claim the amount. So people thought they got a lot of amount and call back lottery amount, and they, so in return they were asking money to deposit as a tax, so that you get the huge amount back. So innocent, right? uh, if you are aware of this, you just delete or block or ignore that. But if you don't, if you're not aware that these kind of incidents are happening, you think that it is true, then you get victimized. So there are people who lost money, saying because they thought that, okay, it's a huge money, right? 25 lakhs. So if I pay 5% of it or 10% of it, so people, I can get that. People borrowed money from, even they took loans and they got victimized. So once it is gone, it is gone. We can never get back. So it's better to be safe than sorry. Next. Okay, so any attacker, any hacker, how do we identify, right? So the lot of one of my friend's daughter, she was mm, she got a call from a hacker, and they have put her on call in a Skype call for almost 5 hours continuously. And they use the terms like digital arrest, and they threatened her for money laundering and all. And they have done a video call with police dress, and she literally scared, and almost huge amount they lost. In fact, that guy made her to apply for personal loan by logging into her account. So whenever you get any unknown calls, first of all, don't get panic. Don't lift any unknown call. Even if you take a step back, control your emotion, verify the source, just disconnect the call and call your family and tell that somebody is calling and talking to me like this. And what is, then when you have a group of people, one, 4 5 brains are always better than one brain, right? So then you can rationally think and um, assess, right? You can also call experts in your community and ask them, like, I'm getting call like this, there is some red flag, right? Because why any police officer will ask you to log in into your net banking and ask you to tell you the OTP, right? You should never ever tell the OTP. And no customs officer, no courier, No police officer will ask you to log in online and transfer the money. That itself is a red flag. If you're not aware of this, then you lose some money. So verify the source, keep update yourself on the latest news, what's happening nowadays with AI, Gen AI, and they are building agents because they can use a photograph and talk and mimic your favorite hero. And people thought that some Ram Charan or Junior NTR is asking them money and they transferred the money. So why will a celebrity will ask for money? But they thought it is for a good cause and we have to contribute. And people do not know, right? They are utilizing all the channels, innocent people's and doing this. So we need to be aware of it. At the same time, we also need to educate our families, our daughters, sons, our children, that these kind of things are happening, because it's very important age, teenage, right? So people got this ADHD and all because of this. uh, the other person is not even a girl, but they pretend that they are uh, they try to trap, and then they send some messages, then they come up with some emotional story and create empathy on themselves, and people actually took money from their parents hard earned and given to these people because they don't know, they are innocent. So it's very important that we spend the time with the kids and make them aware that these kind of issues are happening. If you are talking to strangers, if you know anything of such or anything is there, ask them to discuss with you. This will help, because this session not only for your professional life, you will remember this forever, and it will help you everywhere. Because the recent incident happened with one of my friend. Is in a very big position in MNC, but his daughter is such an innocent that he got victimized. So we never talk at home, we don't discuss, or we don't spend the time with kids, right? So they're not aware of it. They thought that it's a genuine call and she got victimized, and after that only they realized that it's a fraud. And then she went into depression because it's huge money. It's like 5 years of savings, the fixed deposits also that they asked her to break and then transfer to their accounts. So we have to be very very careful on these things, and awareness is important. Communities, that's why I'm doing a lot of sessions in the communities and with senior citizens, because some of the senior citizens lost their entire life savings, their gratuity, their PF, because they don't know how to operate digitally, and the huge money is sitting. And then somebody will call, I am from courier, please tell me the OTP, and these people uh, just trusted and then shared that, and it's gone. So we have to be very very careful on what information we share. OTP, never. And every bank asks to change the passwords frequently, right? Especially 30 to 60 days. A lot of people ask me, why do I need to change my password? I can't remember my password, and every time I have to change this. You have to change this. That is for your own protection, for your own safeguarding, right? Because if you use the same password, what if somebody, while you are typing, somebody sees and then they hack? So it's very important that even though bank doesn't ask, you should change the password. That is the best practice. And most of the time we use passwords as our daughter's names, our son's name, our dog's names. Anybody can hack it, right? Don't use those passwords. Otherwise we use the same password for all accounts. One password hack though, every account is hacked. So do we really want to do that? Let's not do that. Don't use the same passwords for all accounts. And always check the source of authenticity and originality of the information, even if you get any news from WhatsApp also. There are a lot of fake news that is spreading, right? Even if you spread the fake news, then we are liable to it, right? You come back to the first slide, go back to the first slide, then uh, our own security and also uh, nation security corporate security, right? So it's our fundamental ethical responsibility to be protecting our own information, organization information, and nation's information. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. Fast forward. Okay. One slide back. One slide back. How can I control this? Okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So, and don't click on unknown links and never give your OTP to anyone. Never ever. Don't click on any unknown links. And don't use default or easy to guess passwords. And do not use passwords like Karuna, P at the rate of dollar, W0 or D. These are the common passwords which can be hacked in like 2 seconds. And don't use passwords as your dog or son or daughter or spouse or grandma's name. And never ever reveal your passwords to any. And sometimes you get these APK files, right? So don't download exe, word, .rae, .zip files. And these can be ransom attack, or we never know, right? Clicking on any unknown link is the last thing that we are supposed to do in the life. And don't be a victim of these social engineering attacks. We have to be very, very cautious. Everybody is able to follow, or any questions? Next slide. I know it is like very late for all of us, but I think I'm not boring. Are you able to follow?
Yes, madam.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am,
So,
please go ahead.
okay. So coming to do's, like you have your regular backups, up-to-date security patches to reduce ransomware risks, and strong authentication methods. Like, hope everybody has set up two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication for all your emails, in phone, bank accounts, everywhere, right? So ensure that you set up that multi-factor. So when you have that multi-factor, not only the password, right, you get a instant OTP to your mobile where you need to enter both. So you need to do two types of authentication, which is more secure. So multi means many. It can be two or more. So at least two you should have. Uh, whether it is your LinkedIn or Gmail or any of your Outlook, ensure that you have that multi-factor. MFA is multi-factor, and you have proper access controls defined, and conduct these awareness sessions in college. I know it's a crypto, the theme is crypto, but this crypto also needs security. That's why when Kishore Garu called, I told like, let's do a security session so that it's helpful for all. So awareness and training. So whatever you learn today, just don't keep it with you. Just share with uh, the people who couldn't able to make it, and also your students, and also your family. And implement zero trust policy. Zero trust is like, we act like we trust everyone, but we don't trust anyone. So we ensure that the systems are authenticated, authorized, always validate, and then do it. And it is a very interesting framework. That's for another day. But every corporate is trying to implement this zero trust policy, and it's a recommended best practice. And also aware of this generative AI frauds, um, uh, using the latest technologies of AI and all these tools and apps to make hacker life more easier. And as I said, right, educate our women, children, senior citizen, because people are posting pictures wherever, and then they are getting misused, right? So it's important that I'm not saying that don't post. It's up to us, like, but we need to have that close circle of friends whom we trust, right? Otherwise, um, whomever we are having the common contacts, WhatsApp is getting hacked, Facebook is getting hacked, and they're reaching out to all the contacts of our contacts and asking money. So again, because of this, our reputation is at stake, right? So it's very important that we change our passwords. We report this incident if anything happen, and we also protect and safeguard our own information. Next slide. So this is my favorite slide. Every session I keep on telling this, and I also wrote an article on this. Passwords are like toothbrushes. It's funny actually. Choose a good one, never share with anyone, change occasionally. Okay, next. So some of the phishing attacks and incidents I just wanted to you all know. So if you see this, right, whatever is highlighted in yellow, actual email is some fraudster at gmail.com. But if you see the alias name, right, bill.gates at microsoft.com, the moment we see microsoft.com, we think that Bill Gates emailed her. And people thought Bill Gates really mailed them and they are getting money and he's donating money and they transferred money. So we always should check the metadata in email headers and also the alias name. So you have a actual email domain and also the alias name. So alias name Microsoft, within Overlook we will not see this, but if you actually look at the domain, it's gmail.com. Anybody can create this email and with this alias, right? And subdomains also, right? So microsoft.com is a genuine domain, but they use this subdomains bill.gates at the rate of microsoft dot some xyz.com. So we only see microsoft.com, right? So this is how we get into trap. And also real from address to reply to address. So when you reply to that address, you will see the real address of from where it has come, not the alias name. And some of the emails, right, bill.gates at the rate of microsoft.com is correct, but they have put this corp. And sometimes instead of they put 0, which we will never be able to identify. Sometimes they change the fonts. Some fonts are there where we will not be able to identify. So they replace O with a 0, capital I with small I, L with capital I, something like that. So these are some of the examples, right? It's not only with Microsoft. So go back, see here, see nnmicrosoft.com. We will not be able to identify it. We think it's from Microsoft. So they use all techniques. Instead of com, they use top here, Microsoft.top. Because com, O is common. T and P they replaced with the similar letters. So they are very smart. They may not be PhDs or IIMs or IITs, but they are very smart. Next slide. And we get these kind of WhatsApp messages and also in email. Earn $500, $2,000 per week, guaranteed work from your own home, or do this Google review. You do like 10 reviews, you get this much. There is no easy money as such. It is just a trap. Don't trust these kind of work from home ads. If earning money is that much easier, then we all would not have been here. Okay, so having aware of this and being aware and not getting in trap is important. Next slide. So actually OLX frauds. So somebody posted this in Twitter, then I took a screenshot of this, right? So he's saying he posted something on OLX to sell and got cheated from this guy. So he asked to scan the QR code and money got deducted, and he has also put the number. But we couldn't trace this person and nothing can be done. Once they got the money, they just threw this SIM card. And there is a very good series in Netflix which is called Jamtara. I recommend everyone to watch the series. So they are like real time incidents that are happened. They have made a series of uh, what we call mini movie kind of thing. But it's an interesting thing to watch so that you are aware of what kind of incidents are happening. So what they will do is once we post it, they don't even ask bargain, or they don't even see the item. This, I am from army officer, I want to buy this. So there will be a lot of sense of urgency. And if you look at the messages, all are 10th class passed outs or inter passed outs or failed people. Their English is not good. All the text messages will be spelling mistakes. They will say, okay, I'm sending you the money. First, I need to scan this. So there it is not for sending, it is for receiving. So we will not see the receiving QR code. We will just accept it and enter the OTP, then money gets detected. So that's a trap. That's a psychological trap. We ourselves only giving the money, then it is not even a cyber crime. We cannot even report. Even if we report, I mean, we ourselves as showed given the OTP, and there are a lot of cases every day like this are happening. So we need to be cautious. Next slide. Okay, so this is posted in all the newspapers, local newspapers, like almost 500 crores of money with this OLX frauds, and they're telling everyone with army officers. Actually, they have created IDs also with army officer name and Aadhaar, ID card, and everything. Anything you ask, they sent in like 20-30 seconds, and they were so desperate on back of you to get the money. So we have to be very cautious. If you are selling anything in online, ask them to come home, pay the cash and take it. Don't do any digital transactions. Next. So this is another example of same OLX fraud that I was telling. Like somebody is selling the dining table and sofa, and it is both the ways, like selling and buying also. People post luxury cars and for a very cheap price, and it's a trap, right? Why will we get something for that 10x cheaper? That itself is a red flag. And once that happen, we can report into cyber police, but there are like tons of cases. They are also a small team, right? So there is no guarantee that could get solved. But these are the red flags. There will be sense of urgency, there will be grammar and spelling mistakes, and also the disparity, right? So take it or give it kind of disparity will be there. So those are all red flags. Next slide. So the phishing scam, I got this email a few weeks back. So this is a transfer fraud, caused losses more than 26 billion. This is like I'm a philanthropist, founder of so and so company, and I have got so much of money which I wanted to donate to you for the randomly selected individual. Please respond if you are the lucky individual. Email me, blah blah blah. Right. So if you see this email, if she's a founder of Coach Industries, the domain should be from coach.com, right? But if you see, it's saying Charles Coach, but the domain is different. Alias is different. Actual email is different. And email is also mentioning some 941 @ Gmail. So looking at the email itself, we should be able to understand it's a fraud. Looking at the message itself, we could sense that, yeah, we need to delete this message, report it as a spam, and ignore that message. Next. So I keep on getting this message from this number. Like, see how many mistakes are there. One rice bag amount, please send orphanage children by Google Pay, Phone Pay. So same message daily I get like 10 times from different numbers. So this is another form of, they don't even know the spelling of orphanage. So if I'm not saying don't donate, but it's our hard-earned amount, right? So it's important that we donate to the right people and genuine people. Next. And even this Bitcoin fraud happened to many of the youngsters and people got scared. So this is related to our adult content. So they threaten you, I'm going to tremble you. If you see this email body, they are playing with emotions. I had a dangerous spyware infect your own PC as well, record video of you using your cam while you browsed adult sites. This is one of your code. And this can be your old password that they had hacked. But don't get scared if you receive such messages, right? You need to discuss with your elders and don't get into trap. People send bitcoins, people send money via bitcoins uh, because they got scared, because this Sandeep one is the password of that person's email. So how can he know my password? So he thought he has really had some video of him, and his reputation might be at stake. So these kind of emails, I think we should report, and we should discuss with elders instead of taking like nasty decisions of transferring the money. Okay, next. So during COVID, I got this kind of emails saying, I'm sorry, WhatsApp and SMS, not emails, for the KYC fraud. Your KYC is expiring today. Please call us immediately. Uh, uh, because this is 100% fraud. Because it's from, if it is from official Paytm, the sender name should be different. But here it is different. So you need to, we should have that awareness. Looking at the message itself, we need to identify whether it is a right message or a wrong message. Even we get from bank, right? Your KYC is, I'm from SBI. So real SMS from a bank is from a different number, and it should be from a different name, because you would be getting the earlier messages, right? So fraud message will always have a red flag. Next. So, and the moment we search for any loan in Google, you get these messages. Okay, I got this message in 2020 during COVID time, because that time lot of cyber attacks happened and a lot of people lost money. Your own loan amount has been approved. Complete this process. See that tiny URL. Looking at that, we can understand that it is uh, not a genuine link. And I also put this in CyberSci Instagram, because I have co-founded this community just to help the people. Whatever the cases we get, we are posting there. Please follow this Instagram page to get more updates and awareness. The moment you click on complete process, then it will ask for your PII data, PAN information, and all the information needed. Then your mobile might get hacked. Next. And job frauds. Actually, one student lost money because they got this information. Naukri, this is the account details. If you deposit like 2,500 rupees, we'll give you job. Your interview is there, and this is for Motorola, blah blah blah. And she paid the money. She lost the money. So it might be a small amount. Think in volumes. If like 10,000 people transfers, it becomes big. So real Naukri, they will not ask give the account number and all, right? So they have their own site, and you can do a net banking directly or a UPI logging into it. But they will not ask like this from WhatsApp. If you see this naukri.career@gmail.com, not even at mail.com. So not even naukri.com domain. So we have to be cautious. Even visa frauds, visa slot booking, people are there are like Nigerians. They have taken the credentials. These people are only sharing credentials for slot booking. That guy has taken the credentials and he changed the password. He's not sharing, and these people has to join for their MS. And finally, it took us longer time to get the credentials back. But luckily, we sent the girl on time. But we should never ever share the information to anyone, right? Especially people who meet online, whom you do not know. Next, you are shortlisted by the company and your interview is there. This is your letter. You got the offer. Contact WhatsApp. Tata will never send these messages. Tata has a website, you can apply there. Next. So they will try all possible ways. And this is another Amazon gift, Shopclose gift, or Flipkart gift. And they also say that you forward it to 100 people, you get this gift. Don't do that. That way, we are also help them to get into the trap. And during this Ayodhya Ram Mandir launch time, right? So the lot of scams happened. So many websites with Ayodhya Ram Mandir will give you VIP pass, darshan, and all. Now also they are doing. There are fake websites. Even for passport slot booking, passport also there are a lot of fake websites which we need to be aware of. Next. So this is during COVID. Lot of attacks happened, like saying this is critical information, and people has shared their all their information, but they have benefited out of it. Next. And these are all COVID time attack. The reason I have put this slides were so every situation, right, whatever is the latest trend, they take the advantage of it. So we need to be aware of this. Next. So from SBI, are you interested in working part-time and collect your salary? Please proceed to add search in this Telegram username and password. So because they are using Telegram, because we cannot track them. So nowadays, write Google reviews. Also, so first 2 reviews they pay. After that, it's like a trap, right? Then they only show you the virtual money, and in order to draw the money, they will ask you to deposit the money. So that's a trap. Better not to respond to such messages and block the numbers. Next. So similarly, this is also one of the job fraud. I am so and so from HR. These companies and all, we never heard of those companies also. I have a job offer for you. No company will come and beg for the job offer. It is we should apply it, right? So this kind of conversations definitely a trap. See this. This is like a emotional attack again. Your account will be blocked. KYC update. So the moment people hear, oh, my account is blocked, I cannot pay using UPI, people get scared. And then people click the link, given all the data, lost the salary. Usually you get these messages from 1st to 5th only. Next slide. Again, that work from home fraud, Netflix fraud. So a lot of use cases we can put, and with the limited time I have put whatever I can collect, but there are a lot more. You can follow our Instagram or Facebook group. And when you're posting data on social media, ensure that the data is genuine, because you're posting and everybody read it, right? Your brand should not be at stake. And don't post or give clues to your password, and don't do a data tied to your personal and financial security, especially about your precious properties or precious items. Don't post in social media that unknowingly you're giving information to a lot of people, and information about your location, your travel plans, your kids pictures, or your lifestyle, photos of your kids, on your friends. And don't post any complaints about your job. What if your manager sees that? Then it will be a problem for you. Medical misinformation, and even this medical history also, it's supposed to be highly confidential. Any gossips or personal attacks, because nowadays companies are also searching your social media profiles, understand what kind of person you are and your behaviors. Then any kind of gossips or personal attacks you put in social media, then it will be a problem for us. And don't put your passport, visa, all these things on social media. There are a lot of scams, even LIC payments, uh, even kids' voices are getting imitated, and people thought that it's their own kid and they have transferred the money. Celebrity scams we discussed. So hope I did not scared you all, but each one of us can recollect these use cases in our day-to-day life. I'm sure in this group itself, few of us could have become victimized, or maybe within our family or someone we know. So it's very important that we understand these kind of things are happening, and also protect our own information. Next slide. So in summary, I was going little fast, but I want to make it more interactive and take more questions. So we talked about what is cybersecurity, and it's three types, and also different branches of cybersecurity, and a lot of use cases and best practices, and some part of digital forensics chain of custody, what we should do and don'ts, the best practices, right? So, and I would like to take some questions here. Next. Thank you everyone. And I'm there in LinkedIn. Please feel free to connect. If you have any questions also, you can contact online as well. So the CyberSci group is there in Facebook as well. If you are in Facebook, you can join in that group. We have this Instagram. And we also have this Job Angels initiative, where all the job opportunities for the students will be posted there. Any questions?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, Sarita ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
this is Sarita from TKR College of Engineering. Ma'am, I have a question. When we are supposed to give our credentials like Aadhaar card
Hmm.
to someone when we are doing an online shopping somewhere, so how to keep our Aadhaar card secure?
Okay, great question. So you have this Aadhaar app, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all of you have that app, right? So first thing is you need to put the pin for that, and there is a lock Aadhaar.
Okay.
So always lock it, and when you lock, nobody can use it. Even if you want to use it, you have to unlock, and it sends you a OTP. You have to tell that OTP, and then it's only for that time you can use. So that way it is completely safe. But if you are using online transaction and sharing the Aadhaar for any of the public portals, we never know what kind of how it is getting used, right? So it depends
Yes,
on
ma'am.
what site you are using. So if it is Amazon, I can trust because it is completely secured. The data gets encrypted and they don't store your data, whatever the data that is stored, and it's encrypted. So even if you store the credit card information there, it is completely safe. But if you're storing in a uh, uh, if you're sharing in a website which doesn't have any reputation or SSL enabled, if you see the website, right, there is HTTP and HTTPS. So HTTPS is SSL enabled, and there is security protocols are implemented there. SSL certificates are there, so that is safe. But if you are giving the data to a website where that SSL is not enabled, then it's not recommended. Then I mean, we never know what will happen to your Aadhaar. Hope that answered your question. It's a good question.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Uh, Given that no system is entirely immune, right? So, how do current cyber laws and regulations actually keep pace with fast evolving threats? Where do you actually see the gaps that individuals should be aware of actually? Because though we are so educated, as you said, all of us here might be the victims in some or the other way. Okay. So, where do you see that gap that individuals should be actually aware of?
Uh, uh, Coming to the laws, actually, um, see, this is India. I mean, it's recorded, right? But I think I can.
Yeah, yeah.
Europe has toughest laws. If you, because I work for a European bank, GDPR is the toughest law, and they cannot tolerate. And even something happens, the consequences against to that person, or it's very huge. But India, unfortunately, the data protection bill is still in process. But I'm seeing the news that it is getting into progress, and once I think we get the data protection bill passed and we get that law implemented, then I think uh, it gets better. But as of now, it's with all of us to protect our own information, because we give the phone to kids, and that phone has a lot of information. It has phone pay, it has GPay, it has everything, right? What if they click on something and they also know our passwords? We think that we don't know, but they're very smart. They can hack our phones. They know what is our UPI password. What if unknowingly they went and play some games, and uh, they have purchased something, then it is lost, right? So it's with us. But for laws, yeah, there are strict laws, but at the same time there are like tons of cases opening every day, right? So it's all priority stack ranked. uh, so it takes its own time to evolve, I would say.
Yeah, I truly understand. Ma'am, one more question. I'm sorry if I'm taking a lot of time, but all of us usually save passwords in our phones, right, for our convenience, like whether it is on social media accounts or, as you said, about phone pay, GPay, phone pay. We usually save the passwords. So, what are the real security risks of doing this, especially if the device is lost or compromised?
Oh, if the device is lost or compromised, they can easily hack, right?
Yeah, because we have built-in managers, right? We have built-in password managers on phones. They say they're secure enough. Do we have to
Yeah,
really rely on those?
yeah. Password manager is completely safe. Password manager is completely safe. But if you're storing your passwords in a notepad or OneNote or somebody standard notes
Yeah, no, no, no.
and
I'm
saving,
talking
that's
about,
not.
yeah, I'm
Password
talking about,
manager is safe because it's all encrypted and but if you're again losing your phone, it can get hacked.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What if the device is lost? So, because we have access to so many applications in our phone where we don't remember all the passwords, we usually say save password. So, yeah, that was my question.
But they are designed to minimize the impact, but we cannot say that um, uh, it's safe. So we need to take the remedies, right? So once the device is lost, you need to track the device where it says. Then you need to review the security settings. Uh, you can use the Find My Device features. You can change the passwords for important account. In this way, Apple is more secure, and you have to deauthorize the lost device.
Okay.
So check where is that option in your password manager. And if your password manager allows, I think first thing we should do is deauthorize the last device from your account so
Yeah,
that
I think
it
we have
prevents.
this. Yeah, I think we have this two-factor authentication, which actually protect accounts and passwords if the phone is lost. Actually, we have to look into this. Yeah.
Two-factor is there, but again, it sends a password to your own phone, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it is how quickly you act. And uh, so I think if you go to my profile section, um, the pass I mean, if you give your exact password, it allows you to remove the device from the account. So first you should detach the device from the account. That way data is safe. He cannot authorize your data, or he cannot take the password access to password manager or not. But again, even the data is deleted, we can extract the data. That's a different story. But how quickly we act is also important. So what I would say is the safest way is don't use a smartphone.
That is absolutely correct. Not just for this, not just for cybersecurity, even for the peace of mind, I guess.
Exactly. It saves a lot of time for us.
Yeah.
So olden days, I used to remember everyone's mobile number, everybody in the family. I used to just call them. So I don't use mobile at that time. We used to have that landline phones, right? So
Yeah.
I used to remember all the phone
That's true.
numbers. Now I don't even remember my own family numbers, member numbers. So it's like 2 plus 2 also. We are completely dependent on chat GPT or calculator, and we are not using our brain properly.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, see, even if we don't use smartphones, still, I have a scenario. Actually, one of my friend actually took a new SIM card recently. So when
Okay.
he tried to log in using that, not a new service provider, he did not port. Actually, he took a new SIM card. When he tried to log into the Facebook using the number, he could log into another person's account. This is happening why? Because actually the SIM service provider is actually giving the numbers which are inactive for a quite a longer, maybe 3 months or 6 months to another person. So how can we prevent this? How can we ensure that this is not being happening again?
Okay. This is a usual case. Once it happened to me also. One of the SIM is not working in my office, so I took a new one. I was not calling that number, but I am getting random call that I called and getting a missed calls. And they send me screenshots also. It's on the same number. They're getting the calls. So that is issue with the provider. So we need to complain about the whatever is a provider is Airtel or Vodafone or Jio. They have to. They should not do this, right? Because it's identity concern, and we should log a complaint there and get it resolved. but it will not happen in every case.
No, actually, it's not actually a cloning of the SIM card, but actually somebody used that number previously to authenticate their social media accounts, and they did not. They may be actually maybe in foreign countries or something. They when it they didn't use it for a long time, and that went deactivated. So these service providers allocated that number to this person maybe after a year or after a year of inactivity maybe. So we don't actually there. If you look at from their perspective, we do not have that much numbers. So we after a year of inactivity or more, we can actually assign the number if they are asking for that. So, but the issue is how can we remove the social media or all the account linked to that particular number before reallocating to the another person? Can we do that actually?
See, removing is not in our hands, right? Because somebody has attached their number to, if I understand your question, somebody has, in my Facebook account, I have a number. I can't go and remove that, right?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
mean,
So, yeah, for
yours.
example,
Yeah.
you are using a phone number linked to your account, and you
Uh,
maybe, forgot you are not using that SIM card for a quite long while, and maybe the social media also you are not using. So after 1.5 years, somebody allocated that number to me, the same service provider. So in
okay.
that case, I'll be able to log into your account, right? That's not actually correct, right?
Yes, that's not correct, but they should use the email also, no? Why they are using only
No,
the
mostly
mobile?
we can do with only mobile OTP. These two-factor authentication kind of things, like actually we just give the number and just give the OTP and we are through. Mostly.
Okay, then you get access to their social media.
Yeah, it actually happened with my one of my
Oh, okay, it's good question.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, yeah, I think I mean, if they're not active for 6 months, I think Facebook itself changes the password, right?
No, it
But
didn't
again,
happen, ma'am. It didn't happen actually. Maybe they were using the Facebook, but they were not using the mobile phone. Maybe in foreign countries, if they're going to like maybe Middle East or somewhere, they might be
mm.
the Facebook active, but
Oh, okay. But you get access to their account.
yeah,
Okay. So see, in this case, we can't prevent it because that person is not using the phone. He should deactivate. He should change the phone number. That is, his identity is active. So
yeah,
it is that person's personal security responsibility to protect his data, right?
yes, ma'am, sure.
So he needs to deactivate either Facebook account or go to Facebook and change the number,
Okay, ma'am, exactly.
or just use only the email validation. Don't use the phone authentication.
Yeah.
Otherwise, his reputation at stake, right? If
Yes,
you are changing the phone, don't use that number in your any of the social media.
sure, ma'am, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
I have a question, ma'am. If there is a cyber attack, so whom we should approach first, ma'am? What is the process by which I can lodge a complaint, or what? Is there any other contact number, or what else? Can you guide us in this regarding this, ma'am?
Okay. I am running a channel called Cyber HIMA. So in that, I'm actually posting how, when anything happen, how to report and all, and also the awareness. It's a WhatsApp channel. There is a number, uh, 1930.
Okay.
So from your mobile itself, if you call 1930, it goes to IVR. You save this number in your mobile, and then it asks several details like immediate. So your responsiveness also important. Immediately you should report any incident happen,
Okay.
and it gives you acknowledgement also. And you can also track what's the response to that incident. And there is also toll-free number, cybercrime number, and also the common portal is there, Indian cybercrime.gov.in.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
you can directly post a complaint here, and there is also information about the nodal officers and all. Let me share that link with you. So this is the portal where you can report the incidents.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
And also I talked about that visa case, right? So she trusted one guy and told the passwords, and he actually changed her password, and she needs to report in the college in a week, and it's her life. She came to us in very tense situation. So that then we immediately reported in cybercrime, took that acknowledgement, uh, and wrote to the US embassy, because that guy will not give. He is always asking money. I already took a lot of money from her, and he said he booked the slot. He can give her the slot, and her father is very tense. They are very middle class people. So finally, we are able to send her on time. But uh, in order to convince the embassy and all, you need proof, right? So you have to have this reports and all. Okay. Any other questions? So I will share the channel details with you, Kishore sir. You can share with
Okay,
the
madam.
faculty WhatsApp group that might help them.
Okay, madam. I will share.
Because
That would be of great
today
help, ma'am.
today only I posted how to report and all.
Okay,
Nice
that would be of great help.
coincident. Yeah, just now I'm sending to sir.
So if anybody doesn't have any questions, shall we conclude the session, Kishore sir?
Okay, madam. Conclude my
Yeah.
session.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the engaging and very informative session. The real-time cybersecurity use cases you have shared are truly, eye-opening. No matter how careful we are, many of us are actually being victims of online threats. Personally, even I experienced issues like, my GPay account is still hacked, though it's
Oh,
2 years.
hmm.
So I've been using phone pay, avoiding GPay. So we often fall into traps when we buy or sell through, common platforms like OLX, and being women, we shop a lot on Instagram as well these days. So it's not just one or two instances. Everywhere there's a scam waiting, and we must stay alert. As you said, we also have to alert our elders and family and friends. So this session has really highlighted the importance of social responsibility also in cyber safety and security. The examples that you have shown, even with reputed organizations and individuals, everybody are facing these cyber attacks. So reminding us that awareness, vigilance, and sharing knowledge are the key concepts. So I hope everyone applies these insights that you have shared in our daily lives and stay safe online and help others do the same. Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you all for attending. I mean, you are the best audience because the night time till 9 o'clock sitting and attending.
Yeah, the session was so engaging and interesting, and all of us are actually the victims. So that probably made us alert. You know? Yeah.
Everybody will easily get connected to this, ma'am, because people experience this. So after experience, definitely we would want to take care. So more connecting actually.
Yeah, actually, we can do separate session for especially women,
Yeah.
because a lot of things that women should know,
True.
women
Very true,
safety,
ma'am.
especially
That would be wonderful,
women
madam.
students. Um, only related to women they should know, because there are a
Maybe
lot of
it would be nice
uh,
if we have a session for girl students who definitely needs this kind of counseling.
Mom,
yeah,
I
That
yeah.
have
will definitely
Mom, I
help.
have another testimony to share because
Mhm.
this would be helpful for so many here. What usually happens is on Instagram we find many this home cleaning products and all that, where with lot of ads and all that, where we tempt ourselves and then we buy. Even I did that. So what they do is they take the money, the COD will not be there. We pay money online, and the product that we received would be something else. They send a keychain or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
lot of
even yeah. So what?
I
Yeah,
stay in
what?
a community, my home. So we had at least 20 people similar
Yeah.
victim.
So
Uh,
my suggestion to all those who do this is, when you find a product on any other social media platform, please look for the same product on Amazon or Flipkart, which are trusted compared to other Instagram pages or FB pages. So whenever we find any product which is so interesting and tempted to buy, so they're all available on Amazon. So just a 2 minutes of time for us to just search for the product on Amazon and then order it on those trustworthy platforms. This is my personal experience I would like to share.
Yeah, true. And also, if the products will be so tempting,
Yeah,
it will
that's what,
have
ma'am.
it
Yeah,
will
yeah,
have a lot of art, architecture,
yes,
antiques, and
ads.
all. With the
Yeah,
you're getting for a dead sheep. If you go
yes,
outside at a showroom, it would be more, 10 times or 20 times
yeah,
more expensive.
yeah, yes, yes.
So what you need to do is, if you are putting a cash on delivery, ask the courier guy to open in front of you. If you open and see the product, you like the product, then only you pay it. Otherwise, just return it back, because I also ordered
Yeah,
and that
usually
product came.
we will not be available as working employees. We will not be
That,
available during the time of delivery. So somebody in the family, the elders usually take them. So that is
that
again,
has come.
yeah,
Then my father said, to open it. Then that guy said there is no open delivery, then we don't need. But it appeared like a big stone for us, because it's very heavy, and they didn't. And I was calling that number. They are not lifting that number which is mentioned in the courier. So we it's confirmed that it's a fraud, but a lot of people got victimized.
yeah.
They sent one cloth or something with one brick also.
That usually
The
happens.
bigs, yeah, because that websites itself, you can see they will not be SSL enabled. If you read the content in that website, that will be not grammatically correct or professional. uh, I have also spoken Pratidwani on this topic sometimes back, year back. Thank you everyone, and it's nice interacting with you all. uh,
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am.